How you doing? How you doing? I am elated and blessed to have you here on the podcast today. I am Chris Williams. This is the Chris Williams Show podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, listen, guys. This is the Swac Championship postgame show. I apologize for not posting a lot of content. As you know, I'm also um, a student at Southern University. But I digress. Listen, we lost 42-13. We lost 42-13 in the SWAC championship to Jackson State. Now, the first quarter started off okay. We were running the ball. Kobe Dillon was running the ball. Kendra Rhymes was running the ball. But at that moment, the defense was going right. Kelby Gibbons got a sack. A lot of things were going right in the first quarter for us. But in that moment, once it was 10-10, at the end of the second quarter, I was feeling good at the half. Zay scored a touchdown. There was many defensive stops. We were stopping Jacoby and Morgan. We had an interception. Everything was going right for us. But once we threw out the playbook in the third quarter, all hell broke loose. Zay was not consistent with his throws. Wide receiver number 84 and number 2 were not catching passes. The defense was not tackling. Irv Mulligan was too much for us. There was one play with Irv Mulligan. Irv Mulligan literally carried our players, or carried a player, one of our players, into the end zone. Once Jacoby Morgan got injured, I remember when the defense was all over him. Kelby was all over him, and the others were all over him. Once Jacoby and Morgan got injured, and the guy McDonald came in, number 3, he lit us up. Not really with his arm, but with his legs. And we cannot stop the run. We cannot stop Irv Mulligan. We cannot stop McDonald, the quarterback for Jackson State, backup quarterback for Jackson State. From the first quarter to the second quarter, it was a game. It was 10-10. Now, it was literally tied 3-3 in the first quarter. But guys, we could not stop the run. The wide receivers were not catching passes. It was easy passes. There was one play where number 2 caught the ball and then he fumbled it because he was doing too much. He was moving too much. Like Jerry Rice says, go down. Like Jerry Rice says, go down. But no, number 2 wanted more yards. Sometimes we just have to think sometimes and be like, okay, wait. I caught the ball. Let me go down. But number 2 didn't think that. That is why we lost the game. Too much inconsistencies on offense and defense. There were some passes where they had a good pass, but he overthrew some guys. And some passes I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about this one. But everything but we lost momentum when the fumble happened. Any play can happen that can lose a team momentum. And that's why I think that was the part that lost momentum. And also at the end of the game, when we had a chance to come back, we were down 2 scores. It was about 27-13, with 9 or 10 minutes left. Kendrick Rhymes, he misread and thought it was a fair catch. And he just ended up bobbling the ball. And Jackson State recovered. That allowed Mulligan to score. Now I remember after the fourth quarter, me and my dad and his friend, we left to go home. Like it'll be moments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some difficulties with my phone. I apologize. But there'll be moments where, with Kendrick Rhymes fumbling the ball, all these inconsistencies go hand in hand. We could have beaten Jackson State. Grambling beat Jackson State, but when we cannot execute, but when we cannot stop the run, when we cannot tackle, when wide receivers are not catching the ball as they should, that's a problem. That is a problem. When we were having these inconsistencies, it's been inconsistent all year with quarterback play. From the McNeese game with Noah, from the Texas Southern game, from the FAMU game. When is enough going to be enough? Are we going to have a stable quarterback next season? Do we have to go into the transfer portal and get somebody from an FBS school? Do we have the money to give somebody? Does Southern have the money to give a player, a quarterback, that is right for Southern system, that can produce, that that can produce at a high level? Do we have that opportunity? Do we have the money? Because if we do have the money, then we need to do something. The administration need to get together some money. The Southern Foundation, the Alumni Foundation need to get together, get some money for Southern University. They need to get some money together. You really You need to really get some money together, guys. They do. Forgive me for the technical difficulties, guys. But we need to get some money to help get a good player. So be it. But at the end of the day, it has to work out. It just does. Now, I'm not saying that Southern doesn't have